What's up, guys? My name is Sebastian Stratman. I hope you guys are having a great day and will continue having one. In this video, I want to go over the next steps for the Q60 build. There is a lot of work that needs to be done, and I've almost completely changed the build from when I originally did the video where I explained exactly what I wanted to do with this car. So let's get right into it. First, I want to go over what I have right now done to the car, and I'm just going to go over like everything, so real basics. So first thing I did was these lights. They're like the first thing any Infiniti driver pretty much does, so I'm not going to take too long on that. Next was the Uniden R4 radar detector. I mean, interior wise, I haven't done much else besides install the Apple Carplay. This is the Apple Carplay module. I have a whole separate video on that. Also the garage starting to come together. I've been here for a year. I've been focusing on the car. I probably could have built a garage and a half by now with the money I've spent on the car, but obviously why park your nice car in a garage that's blank? So I figured I'd do something. This is the car and how she sits right now. Cosmetically, again, not much has happened. I still got the stock wheels, but we'll get to that. What I have done to it is carbon fiber mirror covers, as well as carbon fiber vents. Both are real carbon fiber. I did decide to keep those. I originally was just gonna black the whole thing out because I did get a carbon fiber grill for it. This piece of fucking shit right here. I would never buy one of these again. Apparently it has worked for some people, but the grills have been updated over time, and trying to find one for your specific grill size is gonna be difficult. So we just chrome deleted it with wrap. The guy who did it, well, I shouldn't say a guy, a shop that did it, did a freaking phenomenal job on it. Way better than I could have done myself. We also tinted out the Infiniti badge. If I flash a light on it, like so, you can actually see it. So if you get direct light, you can still see the badge itself. But if it's completely dark out, then you're not gonna be able to see it. I also did a badge delete, so it doesn't say 3.0 turbo anymore. Obviously, you probably want to badge delete a red sport, so everyone still knows it's a Lux. I haven't fully deleted all the badges. Did the Q60 one right here and the all-wheel drive one over there, but I've left this one. I actually have found that deleting that all-wheel drive badge has got me a lot more races because people, for some reason, think that this is a rear-wheel drive car. While I'm here, I also did the custom black license plate, which I thought was pretty dope. I have my engine code on there. It's almost a full one. But technically the engine is a VR30 DD TT, but no one's gonna know what the DD means anyway, so VR30 twin turbo. Still did the chrome delete all around the chrome here as well, so it's almost completely blacked out. I do plan on removing those rear badges. I just fucking lazy. As for performance modifications that I have right now, I'll make it quick because I'm gonna get to the next step of the video. Would be the AMS cold air intakes. I have AMS lower downpipes 3-inch paired with a 3-inch MBRP catback exhaust. I didn't even know until after I bought the exhaust. Apparently it's the best one for performance since it's the most high flowing. Pair that with full downpipes and it gives you a lot more power than a regular 2.5-inch. I didn't know that. My tuner was the one who told me that, but apparently I went with the right exhaust. If you're going for sound, I wouldn't really recommend that exhaust, but if you're going for performance, I definitely would, or get a custom. What I'm planning on doing is actually taking that exhaust to a muffler shop, deleting the mufflers, adding four resonators, and hopefully that'll make it sound better and louder. It's loud as hell right now, but I want it a little bit deeper. I know technically mufflers make it deeper, but maybe a smaller muffler. It's weighed down quite a bit. I think the exhaust itself is almost 60 pounds, so it's not a light exhaust. So I also have the Mishimoto heat exchanger in there, but that's it for performance other than my EcuTech tune by Sonic. That's where I'm at right now. That's what I've completed in just under a year. The next step is a CZP oil cooler. It is the only one made for these all-wheel drive Luxes. It is pretty much a reiteration of the Red Sport oil cooler so it could fit. And that's really the biggest downside I've found really to buying a Lux over a Red Sport is the oil cooler and the water pump. Obviously there's two different brands that you can go for the secondary water pump, so it's not that hard to get one. But as for the oil cooler, there's one available and it is not cheap at all. But I finally got that ordered, so that'll be going on probably this week or next week. As for the step after that, it's a massive step, and why I haven't done it yet is because it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg, probably about 6 G's in total, maybe 7, just for the next step, just to get to the stage where I can do more performance or more cosmetics, whichever one I decide. I'm going with Nismo V1 rears for both front and rear. I'm not completely dead set on the tire size yet. I want to go wider in the back, a little skinnier in the front. I'm going to be getting them in gunmetal. I think it'll match the black a little bit and give it some kind of offset rather than it just being gloss black, gloss black, gloss black. I also will be getting BC Racing coilovers, but to do that, I need tie rod end leaks, front control arms. At that point, while I'm in it, I might as well just overhaul the suspension. Also do the Z1 front and rear sway bars. If the next step is cosmetics, I'll be doing a carbon fiber duckbill here in the rear. I was gonna get a wing, but I've seen a lot of photos on wings on the Q60. It doesn't look that good. So I'll be doing the carbon fiber duckbill, and I think that'll match the mirrors and the vents, because that's probably all the carbon fiber I'll do. If I do get the carbon fiber hood, I will probably paint over it. I'm not gonna leave it out. In my opinion, it doesn't look as good as what a lot of people say it does. Well, that's just me. I do plan on getting the Street Aero diffuser, Street Aero side skirts, and Street Aero front lip. This isn't gonna be a show car. This is gonna be more performance, but I do love going to car shows and I'd love to show it off when I can. I do need to replace my windshield, but I literally just got that tinted and then I got a massive rock chip, so it kind of pissed me off. Next up is gonna be the drivetrain mounts. The VR30 has a 7-speed transmission mated to the engine. The 7-speed is not the fastest, it's not the slowest, but it's definitely on the slow side for a performance car. One way to get that to be a little bit better is getting solid or polyurethane transmission mounts, differential mounts, and other things like that. Lastly, this is gonna be when I finally end the tuning of the vehicle. The vehicle is tuned now, but only to a certain degree, just for the modifications that I have. So I have a lot more stuff I want to get. And that is gonna be the AMS aluminum drive shaft to free up some weight. I'm also gonna be doing the AMS low pressure fuel pump, stage 1 high pressure fuel pump, flex kit and filter, so I can run E85. I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and retune for E30. It wouldn't make much sense to me because I'm gonna be paying a retune fee to run E30. I might as well get the full bang for my buck and run E85. So that way I don't have to do the mixture and all that craziness. I believe on these cars you can really only tune up to E70, but you can still put E85 on the car. At that time, I'll do my last bit of cooling modifications, which would be the Mishimoto intercoolers, which should give me a little bit more airflow, cool down the charger temps, and allow me to track it a little bit more when I do decide to do autocross with it. And at that time, I'll also be doing the AMS water pump, and I think that'll be it. I might do turbos. I'm that far into it. I might upgrade to Z1 turbos, but that's still up in the air. There's a lot more to do. I plan on doing most of it next year, so hopefully it'll be a 2-year build, might be a 3-year build, but either way, you guys are gonna be along with me for the ride. I think it's gonna be cool. I love this car. It definitely needs more handling characteristics. It's a monster truck right now. So I think once I get some wheels, coils, do the suspension, I'll love this car so much more. Performance-wise, it's perfect for me. One thing I did forget to mention though is I still do have those baby brakes. So once I do the Nismos, I will be doing the Z1 BBK or big brake kit and doing the 2-piece rotors to remove some of that rotational mass. I also did kind of hollow out the trunk. I just took out all the sound deadening. I put some of the stuff back in there, but that's mainly just the trim that doesn't weigh anything. The sound deadening weighed more than the trim, which was weird, but took all that out, that's gone. I think I have it all right here actually, but that's pretty much it for the build. There may be more changes coming. I don't know, but that's where I'm at after a year of owning the vehicle. I love this car. I would highly recommend one. If you're gonna get one, I would recommend getting the Silver Sport over the Red Sport or the Lux, just because I did love the idea of the Lux. It's a lot cheaper, saved me a lot of money. But if you have the money to get a Silver Sport, getting those big brakes, getting the dual water pump and oil cooler and stuff like that, is gonna save you a lot of money and a lot of time in the long run. So especially if you're gonna get an all-wheel drive. If you do want a rear-wheel drive, then maybe Lux will be perfect for you. I wanted an all-wheel drive and it is costing me a lot of money. That is my tip. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day and we'll continue having one. This is my Q60. Peace.